Scott Brown said after the game, 2 weeks is, how incredible how things change in such a short period of time in football. So just explain what the dressing room was like now as opposed to after that defeat against Lincoln, given that the run that you went on after that.
I think obviously it's more upbeat, more confidence. I think performances, clean sheets, results breed confidence within a squad. I think it's important you don't get too high with the good times and too low in the bad times. You need to keep quite level-headed, and we know that's not acceptable against Lincoln. I think it was an embarrassment as professionals in yourselves and the performance, and we use that as a catalyst and a motivation to improve and put out better performances.
So if you're not getting too high with the good times, which is round about now because of the form that you're in, how are you feeling? Where are you at as a team, and what you think you could possibly achieve given what you have done? 4 clean sheets, the points that you've had, the performances that you've put in as well. What do you think that as a team you can achieve this season?
I think if we're consistent, we can just keep climbing the table. It's a cliche, just look to that next game, but we've all got ambitions of getting promotions and doing well, and I think the first aim now is stay in that top half, build on the last 3 or 4 results and see where that takes us. I think if you can string a good run of results together, you can soon climb the league. I think the gap from us is the playoffs now might be 5 or 6 points, and that can soon change in a couple of weeks, and I think that's the aim. The aim is to beat Notts County on Saturday, and see where that then moves us. I think we stayed in 16th for quite a time, so it's nice to get in that top half and build on that.
Important if you can get that result against Notts County and you start building that momentum going up to that busy Christmas period, and then sort of seeing where you're at around about then will give you a better idea, won't it, of what you can possibly do this season.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously you get round to Christmas and it's that halfway point in the league, and if you can get on a good run of form going into that period, you play a lot of games in a short space of time, and that can really change the league table. So if we can carry on doing what we're doing, being hard to beat, keeping clean sheets, hopefully creating more opportunities and getting more bodies and more goal scorers in the box, and I think we've got a good recipe, good squad, and there's a good unity and belief in there to get us where we want to be.
That's a mid-term goal, Christmas. Your short-term goal, immediate-term goal is Notts County, and then after that I guess you've got Sunderland in the cup, and I think a lot of players, including yourself, will be wanting to be in the team for that televised fixture. So this weekend is an incentive, isn't it, for that FA Cup match?
Yeah, of course it is. You're not trying to look too far ahead, but you can't ignore the fact that we play Sunderland on BT Sport, and the best way to make sure you're in that team is by putting performances out, and hopefully we've shown that over the last few weeks, and like you say, Saturday's another opportunity to do that, and I think if we go out there and put in another good performance and ultimately get 3 points like we want to, then obviously the manager's going to have a big choice on his hands who he picks to play against Sunderland, because everyone's going to want to be in that game, and it's up to the lads who get the shirt Saturday now to prove that they're worthy of putting in a performance and worthy of playing against in that Sunderland game.
Well, the manager's mentioned your performances of late. That must please you to hear that, because not always do midfielders pop up with goals, or they're not always throwing the bodies on the line to keep clean sheets either, but they play an integral part still in the team. But when the manager says that that he's pleased with what you're doing, you must be happy to hear that.
No, yeah, I think my goal scoring record's not exactly prolific really, so I'm more of a working play in midfield, try and close the ball down, get second balls, get on the ball myself, make us play, and sometimes that it does go unnoticed, but I'm not here for plaudits or anything like that. I just want to play my part in the team and hopefully play well, keep my shirt, and play as many games as possible.
Are you all pushing each other in that area of the field? Because obviously Tom Collins come in and done a good job, and you've got also Manu Aliki now who's back training again, so the competition's increasing for you to keep playing well.
Yeah, there's lots of competition. Like you said, there's myself, Tom, Lewis Hardcastle, Manny, you've got Anthony Kay, Michael Tong, Danny Pugh. We've got a lot of players there, and depending on which way the gaffer wants to go, you're playing 2 in there sometimes, so you've only got 2 shirts between 4, 5, 6 lads, so competition is rife and it's healthy, and it's up to the lads who have the shirt at the minute to keep hold of it, because if you don't put in the performances, then somebody else is going to take it off you.
Is there a lot of talk about another clean sheet this weekend and another 3 points?
We're not really mentioning it, to be honest. Obviously everybody's pleased with the clean sheets and picking up wins, but if we have to go out there and win 2-1, 3-2, 4-3, whatever, we like to keep clean sheets. Obviously defenders and goalkeepers pride themselves on that, but you know, whatever the game is, we need to find a way to win games. And you know, if we go 1-0 down early doors, then we need to make sure we come back and go and try and win that game 2-1.